Welcome back to a beautiful afternoon here at Uluwatu for a great moment in surfing history, continuing stop number 3 to one of the best waves in the entire world called Uluwatu. We just finished the first heat with Owen Wright taking out Keanu Singh with a very close decision. Both tied each other with the high single scores.
First turn was beautiful though. Here's Kolohe, tight to the pocket. Whoa, that's that turn, that's that lip jab.
This is the wave that he caught during the break, Barton. This is a 2.6 here.
Couple of nice turns. Falls on that. Oh, he holds on, but yeah, comes unstuck on
Now Andino taking on Jesse Mendes. Mendes, pin throw to start. Represent the Goofy Foots and the rookies on tour. Nice little layback power jam, getting his flow down the line. And he's out of there on the inside corner, surfing Goofy Foot paradise. As we know, Andino, it's a solid connection with his power weapons on his backhand attack.
Jesse on that wave, and with Owen, the Goofy Foot is very conscious of getting the board nice and tight and throwing the tail. As we check this replay, watch this first, has a little look behind to see what's coming. Watch this first turn. Fully throws, he knows he's got to be critical. They've got that opportunity to get that flare, but the work he does in here is quite amazing. Being obviously from Brazil, great in the beach race and the smaller waves, and it's showing right there, able to tag.
But he's done it well, featuring his backhand in Rio. He's made the final series at head-high cloud break, doing turns like this, power jam, and the tail release. Hammers it on the open face, quick floats to finish on the back end of this ride, backing up the 4.6 well, and getting caught up with the numbers. Mendes second ever at 4.67.
You've got that base created, then it's going to come down to that patience and that use of priority and looking for those really big keeper scores. On the replay, beautiful tail waft out of the top there. Another snap, little filler move into a nice closeout floater. So a good score there, and that'll be his second score. That 4.67 for Jesse's. It's an interesting comparison. Kolohe's 4.6 to the 4.67, and when you're on a point break, the two-turn combinations that we see score so well on the beach break, they're still okay. Go down the ratings further, you keep coming across them, and Jesse's one of those. Here he goes, Joey.
Mendes looking for a 5.37 here. Big wind up off the bottom. Great power connection under the lip. Big blast. Drilling it on the second move. Nice clean forehand hook. End section looking fun. The belt a layback hammer, staying on his feet. Speed, power, and flow, and a lot of variety down the stretch. A 5.37 gets him the lead.
There's a couple of edge catches there and that sort of ruin the flow of the wave and spoil the commitment in it. You watch this first one. He drops down. You watch as he comes out of this turn. Hits the lip, and there's that kind of catch just there that looked a little awkward. Blows the tail out there, and he's lucky that this one slows down. But that turn again looked a little bit sort of hesitant through the rail. Wasn't as clean. Beautiful last turn. The commitment came at the end. But I feel like there was some missed opportunities in that wave, and that wave potentially was a 7+ ride maybe on the quality of the wave itself. And a couple of little mistakes there along the way that might have dropped that score down a little bit. Spirituality and their belief is so strong. Here we go, Jesse Mendes.
Jesse Mendes did get the lead on his last effort, just up and out here. Mendes gets a 6.93. So now the high single score of the heat. Andino needs a 6.18 on the answer back. Really interesting. We have Michael February and Jordy Smith on the matchup, both representing beautiful parts of South Africa. That's going to be fun to watch. We'll catch up with Brad later. Meanwhile, Mendes on his last wave, Barton.
Well, he goes for broke on this last one, just throws it. And that's what you've got to do on those waves that are of that lesser quality, and in those sections that are throwing themselves, that's where the big points are. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If he'd just done a floater, it wasn't going to be in his best two rides. He knew what he had to do. So great to see that commitment, and it puts people on notice that, hey, I'm ready to throw. Here is a good set wave. Kolohe with priority. He's waited.
Andino needs a 6.18 to get his lead back. Big power hack right on the money. Big windup, drills it again. One more turn. He'll fit that one in nicely and stay on his feet.
And here's Kolohe's.
Kolohe's first turn. Brilliant timing there, Barton.
Beautiful. And this one had a beautiful pace to it. That's as perfect a wave as we've seen. One of the biggest sets. The first two turns gave him the time. So it wasn't rushed. It wasn't forced. It was able to be timed beautifully. He fitted the turns in beautifully. And then that last turn was really nice and critical. I wouldn't be surprised to see that go to the top of this heat and be the best scoring ride of the heat.
Yes, on the next opportunity. Clips that lip light section, a little late hit down the line. So a little two-turn combo. Heavily favored is Kolohe's three-turn combination.
Kolohe had that priority and waited so long. Here's the replay. You see him hit this first one. Little caught at the top there. Goes, well, there's not much left. I may as well throw it off the top. Two-turn combo. And they've got some merit. But generally speaking, you want to be building here. Talk about building. We've got a building swell, and look at this one.
Jesse Mendes fighting back. He's got undisputed right away, holding priority. Racetrack section to pull in under the hood. Eyes the end section to kick out. The rest of the wave is going to racetrack down the line. It's always fun getting barrel, but Mendes was wanting a whole lot more of that wave, Bart.
One of those ones you'd be stoked you got in a free serve, because you got a good little barrel, got some cover time. You watch, drives it, he's nice and deep, gets that little doggy door, pops out cleanly, but in a heat, that's not going to do it.
He's already made his decision. Starting to drive down the line, well overhead as the swell builds. Speed jam under the lip. He's coming around the corner, backside float, chasing this inside corner. Quick whip on the oncoming section.
Still raced at a makeable speed where he didn't have to rush. We'll watch it on the replay. So he's got this time, and it's time to race that turn. Now he gets this flow to here, because this wave's freight training, but it's not too fast. It's not one of those closeouts we've seen other people catch. It's still a three-turn converted score.
Probably had a lot planned for performance on that wave, but he's still looking very solid. He's landing everything he's going for today.
Easy for the already nations that are they have wealth to criticise others, but at the same time, we've all got to do our bit. And here's Kolohe just figuring he's got to throw everything out there to get the score. We saw that last one before we went to break come in as a 5.17, so not quite as high as that 5.43. Figuring that it was that horizontal nature of what went on that wave. It's concentration, Rosie, on the numbers, then that becomes top of mind. You lose the flow, you lose that physical presence, don't you? So yeah, I agree.
As we look at Kolohe Andino now hunting under priority of Mendes. There's that powerful backhand blast. It's good for one move, but he's got the freedom to check a couple of little options out. Andino, member, dropped an 8.4.
Trying to keep busy and keep that pressure on him.
Kolohe once again making a move, distracting Mendes. Big blast, powerful hack right in the pocket, backhand float. Winds up for the fin throw off the lip and showcases that variety and so much control on his backhand attack.
Well, he doesn't need the best wave out there or a set wave to do that. And we'll have a look on the replay. This first turn's beautiful. So tight, so flared out of the top. A little late on the floater there, gets caught behind. Makes up for it on that third turn. Again, you're not. It's right. Just it's one of those average sort of scores, isn't it? That isn't going to build. But he just wants to improve on that situation. With 3 minutes and 40, time is going by fast. 3 minutes just disappeared for Jesse Mendes.
40 seconds to go. We've got Andino falling out of the sky after a big rooftop hack. End section, he'll shut it down. 30 seconds. Everyone on the cliffs of Uluwatu hearing the roar out of the Californian on the answer back.
I think he could. And here's, look at this one, a bigger wave. Tight, critical turn, Joe.
Unbelievable wrap on the end section. How'd you like the finish, Barton?
It was, well, the second turn got a little flat, didn't it, on the wave face? The first turn was super critical.
Spot on, Barton Lynch. Jesse Mendes was able to get the score, a 7.4 for the lead. Left Andino chasing a 5.93. So Kolohe needed a big finish at the end of that heat. Numbers locking in. Kolohe gets it right back on the last decision, 6-0-7. Mendes knocked out of the contest with a brilliant performance on the last exchange, and Kolohe will be competing in round 4 action with Owen Wright.